My name is Roberto Scarcella Perino. I am Sicilian and I have two passions in my life: good music and good Italian cuisine. I was born in Sicily, Messina, a beautiful city surrounded by water, volcanoes, currents and winds. In Sicily we have all the four elements: fire, water, air and earth. I have a big family. All my family except for my nephew and my niece lives there in Sicily. My father is one of the most generous person I know, and he used to invite all my aunts and uncle, my family, nonno, nonna, to stay in our place in the summer house in the villa during the summertime. And he used to cook a lot and enjoy a lot to have people around him. Since I was a child, I knew music was going to be a big part of my life. My grandfather was a Renaissance man, a surgeon, a doctor, who could speak Latin and Greek. He used to play violin too, and he sang as a tenor. And then my aunt was also a famous soprano that sang with Franco Corelli. And I have also another aunt that used to play piano very well, so I start to be surrounded by music, not in my close family, but in the family close to me. I have been writing music since I was 7. So the moment I start my piano lesson, I wanted to write my own music. Different reason. One, because I needed to create, and the other one also because I didn't like to study techniques so much and practice too much scales. So writing music was like drawing for a kid. I moved to Bologna when I was 20 years old to finish my studies at the conservatory and also at the university. And I started to work professionally as a composer, so I got commission from the Orchestra Toscanini di Parma, and I had an opera performed in Pisa and in Busseto as well. And the Bologna and Emilia-Romagna for me is the capital of the food. So I was lucky enough to have expressed myself with music and also with food. I learned how to cook fresh pasta there, and I think that was the moment when my creation took two different paths. In Bologna, I started cooking for all my roommates, for friends, having lots of parties there. And of course, I start also to ask my mom and my father about recipe. I'm lucky enough to have all my parents cooking at home. It's their moment of love. And so I start to making a lot of recipes that are full of Sicilian ingredients like eggplants, almonds, and lots of tomatoes, of course. I moved to New York in 2001, almost more than 15 years ago. I presented myself as a composer, and everybody was super shocked about that. They were impressed about me being a composer, an Italian composer, and I was received very, very well from lots of friends and lots of people. So now I'm here in New York and I found a job at the New York University. I am a senior lecturer that teach Italian, history of Italian opera. I write music, that is my main passions, but also I am a chef. I love to cook for other people and also not only for private parties, but I also teach to how to cook. This happened to me to teach to some 16 years old girl, and it was beautiful to share all my knowledge about Italian cuisine to them. When I prepare dinner for my friends, it's just offering a part of Italy to them, especially a part of Sicily, of my culture, of my family, also recipes. So it's a beautiful way to share what I am. And this happened also with the music. When I write my music in a small room, just in front of the piano, then happened that in a big hall I can present all my music, that is actually my story translated with notes. The best moments of my life were when I was listening to my music. I remember once that was an opera performed in Pisa, and I entered in the room and I could listen to all this piece of music that was studied by all the musicians, from the clarinet, the cello. And this happened now also whenever I sit and I listen to a performer or a group of performers, or even an orchestra played my music, I realized that what it was just an idea became something that I can really touch, that I can really enjoy. Music is made of time, it's not like a painting, so you need time to enjoy and live the moment. And when you can do with other people around you, that of course when they appreciate what you do is even more enjoyable. Cooking, like writing music, is a long process. So you start when you buy the food, and we are lucky here in New York because there are amazing places like the Union Square Market or the Chelsea Market, where you can go and choose the best food there. I know it's very difficult to find my eggplant, the Sicilian one, but of course I can adapt myself with eggplants that are from America. But I love also the result because it's like tasting Sicily from New York. February is a beautiful month in Sicily because there are all these mandorle in fiore. The almonds are all pink because the almonds. And in the summer we can collect all the almonds. So I grew up like eating almonds from the trees. So when I make my semifreddo di mandorle, it's like tasting my childhood, and this is a beautiful moment and very nostalgic at the same time. I never follow the recipes in the right way. There are a lot of variation every time that I cook, and there is not a dish that is the same of the other. The process, the preparing the food is something that gives you a lot of joy, when you arrive to the result of the food that is ready to be eaten, is the moment when you realize or you arrive to the accomplishment that you were doing all the time. One of the dishes that I like to cook, and people always ask me to cook, is the la parmigiana di melanzane, the eggplant parmigiana. It's a long process. It's not a plate that you can do in one day. You need to the all night to cook the eggplants, and also you need to choose the main ingredients very well. I put like a sauce, like tomato sauce that I made from fresh tomatoes, and basil, and also Parmigiano is the name of the title of the dish. And then, you know, you have to eat also right away. Composing a dish is like putting together different elements of the taste, like the sour of the lemon, or the sweet of the honey. So all the elements that are different between each other but combined, they make something that is unique. The same happens when I write my music. So when you do an orchestration and you have the strings or the clarinet or the percussions together, you invent and you create a new sound that is unique just for the precise moment. Also, the food and the music is that sense of time. You need time to enjoy a beautiful music, but also you need time to enjoy the taste of a fantastic dish.